I recommend doing the tutorial first, since you don't know what to do and what you're going to do in the game. So that's the first thing you should do when you load up the game. Ah yeah, turn off VSync 2 in the settings, because VSync is just fucking useless garbage, so do that. Whenever you go into a shop, always research the things you're going to buy, or you get from like chests and stuff. Always go to Enter the Gungeon Gamepedia. Look up the guns and stuff you get. Like a bunch of shit. Just like a bunch of shit. You don't know what the fuck, what does things and stuff. So you probably should look it up. There's these like the worst quality from like weapons and active items. It's like the worst thing. C is I think, yeah, C is better. B is like only drops from green chests and stuff. No. Green and blue chests, right? Let's see. A chests are like from the A qualities, like from the red chests and stuff. It's really rare if it drops from like blue chests. Let's see. And the S quality is like the rarest one in the game. It's really good stuff in there, like free like blanks and stuff. It's really useful. So you're really fucking lucky if you get the S quality chest. And let's see what else. Ah, first of all, don't use the keys for when you see the chests. Never use the keys first. You have to find the two chests first, and then use the key, since you don't know what kind of chest you might get. So let's see, walk into a room, get a brown chest. I mean that's kind of bad, since it's only D quality in there. And let's say use a key, like, oh, I got a mailbox weapon or something like that. That's bad. So you go into another room, you see a blue chest. It's like, wow, that's kind of cool and stuff. You have no keys, and blue chest is clearly better. So you just fucked yourself basically. Whenever you walk into chest rooms, you should always, when you have a weapon, always shoot the walls. Because you can't shoot with a starting weapon because it doesn't look for secret rooms. It doesn't leave cracks in the walls. So let's see, you shoot it with a mailbox against the wall. There's gonna be a crack there. It doesn't work with the basic weapons, so you gotta know that first when you look for secret rooms. Okay, so there's a game mechanic called dodge rolling. Dodge rolling is like all about this game. Dodge roll everything in this fucking game. It's like the best thing. With spring heel boots, you can dodge roll like 2 times with one dodge roll. Like in mid roll, you can dodge roll again. It's really nice. But dodge rolling can leave you in a bad situation unless you have spring heel boots. So remember that shit. You don't have to always dodge roll into the fucking enemy bullets. Try to remember the boss patterns. You know, there's like a bunch of fucking bosses and patterns and stuff. So you gotta remember all that stuff first. It's gonna be really hard in the first run because you don't really know the bosses patterns and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can look it up on YouTube and stuff, like a bunch of bosses and stuff, since you don't know the patterns yet. I guess you can just experience it. You don't really need to look it up. If it gets too overwhelming, you should always use a blank. Because if you don't take any damage in the boss rooms, it's really good since you get a free HP upgrade. It's like chamber first, like master or something like that. Like a free HP upgrade if you don't take any damage in the boss rooms. But it's really nice. If you're playing as the pilot, right? The pilot is the fucking guy with the brown hair and the lockpick. Pilot is like one of the best characters in the game. But there's the bullet character who's kind of better. So, well, for starters, the pilot is the best. I'm pretty sure. Since you can lockpick for free, he has cheaper prices in the shop. Yeah, it's pretty good. So, lockpicking blue chests is bad. Never lockpick chests that are like high quality than like blue, red, rainbow, black, and all that stuff. Don't lockpick these chests. Never. Just, just collect enough money, clear your whole room, look for keys and stuff. If they don't drop, go buy one. If there's like no money, I mean no keys in the floor, then you can just break it or lockpick it. Breaking it, there's a chance to get Sir Junkin. It's a mini follower. The more junk you get, the more power he gets. It's really nice. So, whew, first of all, you can't shoot inside the shop. That's like really bad. Since if you shoot in the shop more than 3 times, I think, after the shopkeeper says stop it, I'm warning you, right? The prices have gone up for that. Like basically, if you start shooting too much, the prices go up like crazy and stuff. So just don't recommend that. What else? Ah yeah, if you keep shooting him, he will just lock your shop. So, and he will try to kill you and stuff. So, basically, don't mess around with the shopkeeper. You know, kind of bad. Yeah, I just don't recommend that. Since one time I tried it out, and just my run was over after that. So I couldn't play like any HP and stuff. So there's ammo drops in the game. Some it's random, really random. So you have like have low ammo, like on your sniper rifle, let's say. And then boom, a green box. It's like, what is this? It's ammo and stuff, right? It's like, but I'm full ammo, right? So I can't use this, guess I'll leave. And boom, the fucking rat appears and just steals it. It's really bad. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you have full ammo, but if you leave it when you have like no ammo left on your guns, that's really bad. There's a little green guy too that spawns like randomly in every single floor. I mean, not in every single floor, just random. He just spawns sometimes, right? A gray little guy that can drop keys. You just need to chase him, kill him. He drops a key. Just we gotta be quick and stuff, or he would just teleport away. Just really recommend chasing that guy, because you can't give up free keys for that. Ah, of course, there's a slime dude. There's a slime guy in the shop. Every time you talk to him, he says, "Hey, did you bring me something?" So basically, to drop weapons, you need to hold F. To drop active items, you need to hold G. Basically, holding F on top of the slime guy, he drops you money for that. But I don't always recommend that, since most of the guns are pretty good that you get. If it's like a really bad weapon, but that's like the only weapon you have, I guess you have to keep it, because your starter weapon will be like useless. So there's the minus. If there's fire and toxic damage, like if there's a fire on the floor, and you can't avoid that, just fucking walk through that and just keep rolling like 2 times to boost the fire effect. Same thing with the toxic effect. It's like just green juice on the floor. So if you just stay in there, you'll get the toxin effect. It's kind of bad. So if you're lucky, you can get the hazmat suit on the first floor maybe. Let's say you get a hazmat suit. You're basically immune to fire and the poison. So it's really useful. Always clear the first floor. Check everything. Check every single room. Get all the money you can. Go into the shops. Look for the chests and everything. Don't go into the boss room instantly. You just really need keys badly and looking for the chests and stuff. Always clear the first floor. Check every single room. Don't go in the boss room unless you got the 2 chests. If one chest is like brown, the other one is blue, you can just lockpick the brown one, and then if you're lucky, it will open. But if you want, you can just break it for junk and stuff. So you might get Sir Junkin if you're lucky. And the second chest, the blue chest, if you lockpick it, you might get something. So like an HP upgrade, maybe some armor, you never know. It's really random. The starting weapon you get is really good for the first and second floor. You can use it. I don't recommend using it in the boss rooms, since you might do like fucking 0 damage against them. So I don't recommend doing that. Just use the weapons you get from the chest. My mistake when I played the game was rolling into the fucking pits. I kept falling and taking unnecessary damage. So yeah, it's really bad if you do that. When you're inside a room, you see like a weird symbol on top of some enemies, right? Like a green symbol on top of the enemies. It means there's a wizard nearby, uh, making one enemy like stronger and shit. So you need to find that guy and kill him. So if you're not gonna do that, that one enemy might be like more tankier and stuff, and yeah, it's not good. I just recommend taking the wizard out right now. You see him? Golden keys. They're basically keys that unlock new characters and stuff. So that's kind of useful. There's a man in a top suit, in a suit with a hat. He's basically it's a guy basically fucking sits in one room randomly, spawns on like random floors and shit. You can talk to him. He'll give you a price for the mini game. If it costs like 35, you have to put like you have to put 4 targets and you get like the best price you can. If you get 2 or 3, you'll get like medium prices like green chests or blue chests. But if you're really lucky, you can get a rainbow chest. But that's like less than 1%, so it's really hard to get that. Do not waste the money on dumb shit. Just don't do that. If you see like, oh boy, is this a fucking hat? Yes it is. It costs how much? 100 fucking coins? Oh, I guess I'll buy that. And guess what it does? It does nothing. It does fucking nothing. So research the shit, and then maybe buy something good that's worth your money. Don't waste shit for useless garbage. Yeah, just don't recommend doing that. That's like not worth it at all.